Hi friends, welcome back to Three Barrow Farm. Today I have an unboxing of an order that I got from the seed collection. So first up on top, when I open the parcel, I've got my invoice of what I've ordered, and I ordered quite a lot. There are 2 pages worth, and I've received this nice little note on top of the parcel, and also a how to start your seed guide. So it's got everything on here, and it also takes note of our seasons here in Australia, which are slightly different from over in Europe and in the Northern Hemisphere. So it has 4 tips on how to start your seeds. First of all, you are sowing the seeds into the soil at the depth that it says on the packet, but I like to go by the size of the seed. You're basically putting it in the soil as deep as the seed is wide. The second tip is to keep your soil moist. You don't want it to be too wet or too dry. Too wet and it'll rot the seed, and too dry and the seed won't be able to germinate. So you just want to keep it in the middle. I like to water my seed trays from the top or mist them with a mister. And I like to do this once a day. If I need to, I'll do it twice a day if it's sort of starting to dry out. But what you want to do is you want to put your finger in and feel if it's wet or not. And then you know whether you are to water it or if you don't need to water it. Because if you have like a cloudy day or a colder day and the evaporation is less, then you probably might not need to water it that day. The third tip here is to be patient. Some seeds take quite a few days to germinate. Some even take up to 4 weeks to germinate. So you just need to be patient. You can read on the labels of the packets how long it does take for the seeds to germinate. Usually they will have an amount of days that it takes till germination. So you kind of have a gist as to whether the seed has worked or not. If it has been over 4 weeks, I would re-sow those seeds again. And the fourth thing is to protect your seeds from pests and the weather and also pets. You know that I have difficulties with my cats laying on my seedlings because I sow them in trays and I have them inside our house. We're going to be building a seed raising house, hopefully this summer. We are being very hopeful that it will happen. But because we're doing it ourselves, it will take a while. All right, so they are the 4 tips there on that sheet of paper, and I think they're really great tips. Now, one thing I love about the seed collection is that they have bulk packs of certain seeds. So you can buy a huge amount. I have purchased some of my bean seeds. So I've got Scarlet Emperor runner bean. I've got Top Notch Golden Wax Dwarf bean, and I've got Red Rooster Borlotti beans, all in 100-gram packs here. Now, the one thing that I find, though, with the 100 packs is that they don't have the information on the seed packets as they do for the smaller packets that they have. So you just need to look up how many days, germination will take or how deep to plant them, all that information. It's not on these packets, so you'll need to look them up. I've got a nice little bag here of all these smaller seeds that I have purchased. Now, one thing about buying these in bulk is that I love these packets. I really, really love these packets. But when I purchase the seeds in smaller packets, they come in plastic and they come in these packets like this here. This is a carrot seed, so you can see the carrot seeds there. They come in these plastic ones, and I have to cut the plastic at one side and hope that, the seed doesn't come out of the packets. But I've got quite a few carrot seeds here, so I've got some Paris Market ones as well, because I know that I was running out of those. These are all mixed up, so I might end up finding some more carrot seeds in here. But I've got Royal Burgundy bush beans, and these ones come in a different sort of plastic container. They have when to sow them and the information on the back there. So there's about 25 seeds in here. It says to sow them to 20 millimeters in depth, so that's 2 centimeters. And it says that it takes about 7 to 10 days to germinate. I haven't had beans growing for a long time, so I'm really looking forward to planting all of these beans this year and giving them a go. I've got Cinderella pumpkin. I'm going to be sowing some strawberry seeds because all our strawberry plants got old and the grass took over, and out the front they're just not doing well. But we're doing some raised beds in front of the seed raising house, and I'm going to be planting some strawberries. So I'm going to be raising them, some of them from seed. So I've got that variety, Temptation. I've got German pickling. Is it pickling? Yeah, pickling cucumbers. Oh, I got some dahlia seeds. So I've never raised them from seed before. I've always raised them from tubers. And I've got tubers in the ground that I've left in the ground with some protection on top of them. So I put a big biscuit each on each top of each tuber plant in the soil to keep them warm. And I'm hoping that worked through all the frosty weather we had over winter. I've got some more tomatoes because I just can't help it. These seeds are very affordable, so you can afford to spend a little bit more money. I've got Moneymaker tomato. I've got yellow tomato. I have got watermelon golden honey. So I'm trying a different watermelon variety there. I have got some more Californian Wonder capsicums. Now, I tried all my capsicum seeds and they didn't work. They were quite old. So I'm going to need to get these into my trays very, very soon because they're going to take longer. I might have to purchase some capsicum plants just to make up for the delay in my growing them. I've got Black Beauty zucchini because I've been running out of that one, and I need to start saving some of the zucchini seeds myself this year. I've got Roma tomato. So I purchased Romas as plants last year after I lost a lot of my plants from the frost, the late frost. I've got another capsicum. This is mini chocolate bell or bell chocolate. Yeah, bell chocolate. It's another capsicum. I got some gourds this time. I haven't grown gourds, or maybe I have actually. I did in Melbourne. I grew gourds in Melbourne. So I've got some. And I'm kind of interested to grow some to make some vessels. I got some more sorrel. So I've got the red vein sorrel growing in my garden, but not the plain. I got some more parsnip as well. This one is Melbourne white skin. Some more carrot seed. So I've got Luna white carrot seed. More capsicum. I've got sweet banana. Some more beans. I got Eye of the Tiger. I've got winter squash, Guatemalan blue banana. There's some more Chutney Royal carrot. I think I got like 3 packets of those because they were on special. Some Amish paste tomato seeds. You can pause the screen to have a read of each of these while I'm holding them up. So that's the reason I'm holding them up. Charleston Grey watermelon. So another watermelon variety. Sweet Legacy corn. Tender sweet watermelon. Another watermelon. So many watermelons. I need to get these into trays this weekend. Indigo rose tomato. That's a lovely name. I need to get those into some trays as well. All right, Dahlia, another sunny reggae, another variety of seed. So I'm excited to try those. Oh, another variety, Rigoletto mix. I think that's correct. Cucamelon. I've never grown these before. Excited to try them. The different varieties from the seed collection is quite amazing. There are quite a plethora of seeds over there. So I highly recommend going over and having a look. All right, white cherry tomato. So I'm really going for some different colors with my tomatoes this year. National pickling cucumber. So as you can get the sense, I'm wanting lots of cucumbers for pickling. All sweet watermelon. And I got some comfrey seed because I want to grow some more comfreys. And even though my one, when it goes to seed, it does spread a little bit. Yeah, I want more. I want even more than that. So I need a lot more plants. And Casper eggplant I've got there as well. So they're all the little seed packets that I got. I'm going to pop them back into this bag so I don't lose them. So all these seeds are just replacing ones that I've run out of, and some of them are new to me. So it's exciting to try new things, but I really need to get out into my garden and prepare the soil, obviously, for planting all of these things. And one thing I really, really want to get in the ground is more potatoes. So I didn't manage to get any of the Diggers potatoes. They all sold out before I even thought about making an order there. And also the seed collection has sold out of a lot of potatoes as well. But I managed to get some varieties of potatoes, and I'm really keen to get these in as soon as possible. So I've got some red Pontiac potatoes. I got some Dutch cream. Oof, they're coming out of the packet there. They're really ready to get in the ground. I got some King Edward ones as well. And some Desiree potatoes. Look at that. I think they're going to snap off when I pull them out, but luckily they've got lots of eyes all over them. So yeah, some Desirees there. So these ones are in desperate need of getting into the ground. They've been sitting in the box since just after we left. So I'm grateful to have them here, for them to have arrived while we were away. And now I have them all ready to pop out into the garden once the garden is a bit more prepped. I feel a bit behind, but that's not unusual for me. We've got so many pots on the boil at the same time that things do feel a bit overwhelming and a bit behind, but it always pulls through. So I have trust and faith that we will get there and that we will have everything planted that we need planted, and it will all be okay. Thank you so much for joining me for that little unboxing from the seed collection. I highly recommend getting seeds from them. The germination rate is fantastic from what I have experienced so far. And the fact that you can buy large quantities of seed for a really, really great price, that is really appealing to me. So I highly recommend giving them a go. So it's just the seed collection. You can see their label there. So it's just the seedcollection.com.au to get to their website. And their large collection of different varieties is fantastic as well. Well, I better get into my garden and get things happening out here because I've got a lot to do to prepare to plant these into the ground. Enjoy planting your summer garden, my friends, and I will see you again very soon.